smartest way you've ever tricked your parents as a kid. When I was 10, my parents were obsessed with no screen time after 8 p.m. No TV, no computer, and definitely no internet. It was all about books, family board games, or sleep. But here's the thing. They forgot about one device, the family printer, a clunky, noisy inkjet that sat in the corner of the study, gathering dust unless my dad needed to print out his monthly budget sheets. I had recently discovered fan fiction, Harry Potter, to be exact, and I couldn't stop reading. But the problem was, my access got cut off every night with the Wi-Fi. That's when my genius kicked in. Every day after school, while doing my homework, I'd copy-paste huge chunks of fanfics into a Word document and print them, font size 9, margins narrowed to fit the most words per page. Then I'd staple them into little booklets and stash them under my bed. I'd even give them titles like The Order's Secret or Hogwarts, Year 9, and draw fake covers to throw off suspicion. At night, I'd pretend to read boring assigned school books, but inside the covers, my bootleg fanfic stash. My mom once proudly said, "We're so glad you love your literature class so much. You're always reading ahead." I just nodded and turned the page where Draco and Hermione were about to kiss for the 5th time. It worked flawlessly until the day the printer ran out of ink mid-chapter. I panicked. My dad, of course, noticed and asked why the ink was dry already. I froze, but then I shrugged and said, "Oh, I printed out all my school notes. I remember stuff better when I read it on paper." He beamed. "That's my little scholar." The next week, he bought me an entire new pack of cartridges and said, "Print all you want, kiddo. You've got a good work ethic." By the time they figured out something was off months later, I already had a shoebox full of printed fanfics under my bed and a vocabulary that made my English teacher think I'd been sneaking college-level books. I never got caught reading fanfic at night. In fact, I got praised for it. My mom still brags to her friends that I was the only 10-year-old who voluntarily printed out school notes for fun. She has no idea I was secretly binging Voldemort's redemption arc at midnight, one black and white page at a time.